Hello Capricorn, welcome to your reading for today. This is going to be a general energy reading for you. We're going to see what you need to know at this time, what do you need to be aware of. Take the messages that resonate. Okay, if it's not your reading, maybe check out a different placement. This can be past, present, or future. You can be a cross watcher. Roles can be reversed. Okay, so let's see here for Capricorn. Holy angels, divine angels, divine spirits. What is the message at this time for Capricorn? Let's see. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Cups. Okay. Okay, so we could be talking here about a relationship. We have the Two of Cups. Some sort of a partnership here. We have a Page of Swords, somebody gathering information. With the Knight of Pentacles, somebody could be studying some sort of information. Yeah, I'm getting like a studying kind of an energy. This is even, I don't know why I heard the word statistic, okay? Like, it's giving me, this is so weird. It's giving me like some sort of a study, okay? I don't know if somebody is looking up studies, if somebody is studying something. It's like somebody is trying to find some sort of like statistics. That's what I'm getting. So I don't know if someone here is in like college or going to college or studying something. This is even giving me like sociology, okay? What am I getting here? Okay, this is so random. It's like I'm getting like an energy of somebody that studies like human interactions or something like that, like the study of human interaction or the study of something like that. So I don't know if one of you guys has like a major in this, like you majored in sociology or psychology, maybe even. Okay, random energy that just came through here, but that's what I feel. That's what I'm getting. Like, I don't know if this is just a passion. Like someone here could even like, I'm getting even the energy of like somebody that likes watching movies and studying the characters and how they interact with each other or something like that. Huh, how interesting. Okay, why is the Two of Cups here? Like someone here could also be like a people watcher, okay? You're somebody that when you go out in town, you like to have the chair that like faces out towards the street. Like somebody here enjoys watching dynamics, or it's like someone here enjoys people watching. And even like, whoa, this is just coming over me so strong, okay? I'm getting, it's like, it has to do with like dynamics, like relationship dynamics. Like you could enjoy watching how couples interact with each other, and you like someone here might like betting or guessing on if they're gonna stay together or not. It's like something like that is going on here. Okay, what's this Two of Cups? The Ace of Cups, Three of Cups, and the Tower. Yeah, there's something here with like dynamics, okay? Like dynamics of people and dynamics of like group. Like group dynamics. Like, I don't know if this is a part of someone's job. That's almost, so either this is something that comes naturally to you and you've been doing this all of your life naturally, or this is even maybe an aspect of someone's job. Like, this could even be like something in HR, okay? Like human resources, where you have to figure out if like these dynamics can work together or something like that. That's what it's giving me. Like, so strongly. Like, I really feel like this Page of Swords, Knight of Pentacles is like the same person, but it's somebody that watches and gathers information and then like thinks, like processes this. And it has something to do with relationships and like dynamics with the Tower. How interesting is this energy? Very interesting. That's a Page of Swords. Page of Swords on top of the Page of Swords. Yes, this is definitely someone that gathers information. There's somebody here that is a watcher, or this is not a spy. I really feel like this is somebody that gathers some sort of data, information. Like, this can even have something to do with like surveys. Like, I mean, that can be a part of the job as well. It's like if you're doing like a statistic or something, right? And you're going from door to door and you're gathering information to study. Like, I mean, this can even be like advertising, okay? Something like that. Like, even people even do this in advertising, where they will gather information about a lot of different people to better understand, like, even like sale patterns or buying patterns or things like that. There's somebody here that does something like this. Okay, I don't know, but that's what I feel. That's what I'm getting. The Hanged Man. Yeah, this is an observer. Honestly, the Hanged Man is someone that observes. Someone here is an observer. Like, I feel like that's your job. I feel like it might have been a hobby and then you made it to a job, or you realize this is something you're good at. Okay, the Two of Pentacles. And comparing. Someone here compares. Someone here is a very, very analytical thinker. Very observant, analytical. Able to think in like, able to see multiple perspectives, okay? Especially when it comes to like dynamics, group dynamics. Like, it's really giving me like an expert in the field. Okay, there's like an expert in a field here or something like that. So I don't know if this is maybe somebody that you have, if this is not you, somebody that you have reached out to in the past, like if you are looking for some sort of help in a situation. How interesting. Okay. What's this Knight of Pentacles? The High Priestess. The Ten of Pentacles. The Two of Swords in reverse. Oh, God. Like, even if this is not somebody, even if you're not an expert, like maybe somebody is reading a book, but I'm just getting so strongly like the study of like human interaction, okay? Or I don't know if that's maybe a book that somebody, I don't even know if that's a book, okay? Maybe this is something that somebody should study or look into, but there's something here about the study of human interaction, or like human psychology or sociology, or like the impact of group dynamics, okay? Like, I don't know if somebody just watched a documentary. Something like that is going on here. Okay, tell me more about this Two of Cups. What's going on here with this group? The Nine of Swords. So there's some sort of stress. There's some sort of worrying here when it comes to a relationship. Four of Wands in reverse. And the loss of stability. The loss of stability, or feeling like you don't have a home. Like, I don't know, like the lack of stability and the impact that it has on like interpersonal relationships. That's what it feels like. I mean, the Nine of Swords, it can even be like anxiety and depression. There's something here about, like with the Four of Wands in reverse, I'm not even really getting a feeling of like you losing a home or somebody being evicted from a home. It's giving me this feeling of like not having a stable home. Like maybe you're somebody that has moved a lot in your life, okay? It's giving me that feeling of like not having a place that you can call home. Because you don't really know where home is, because maybe where you grew up is not where you live now, and maybe you have lived in a lot of different places, and this is giving me like wanderer energy, right? Which can be very stressful and strenuous because you don't really have a place to call home, right? So somebody here has gone through something like this, where you might have had you might have struggled a lot with not having a stable home. This can even be, I keep getting this feeling of home. This sensitivity to a place called home. Like, this can be something that you have dealt with in the past, like especially if you grew up places where people were born and raised and it was always the same dynamic. Like people from kindergarten went through high school together and then they ended up getting married. Like you might have never had that because you moved around a lot, and it does affect interpersonal relationships in the sense that you just don't really, you can not really have a lot of friends, right? Because you lose contact. But there's also something about not feeling like home, like feeling like you don't have a place, feeling like you don't know what to call home, you don't really have one. There's a sense of like loss of stability here. This is giving me a lot to do with like human psychology, okay? Like what can it do? How does it affect a person's relationships? How does it affect a person's need for support, like a support system or a friends group, or wanting to feel like you belong? Like this is giving me a feeling of belonging, okay? What does that do to the human psychology and the feeling of belonging when you've never really had a stable home, or you don't really have what do you like, you have your home where you live, right? But some people, they don't feel like that's home because that's not where you grew up. That's not, when you think of the word this is home, that's not the place you think of. So you might be somewhere in your life where you would not consider this place home, but this is where you kind of put down your roots, I guess, okay? Even though it doesn't feel like home. Like, I'm just thinking about this girl that I know from school, and I know that she lived like in Kentucky at some point, right? But she on Instagram would always talk about how she loves Oklahoma and she wishes she could live in Oklahoma. Like that's what this is giving me, but she can't live in Oklahoma anymore, but she misses it all the time. And something about what it does to the feeling of belonging, okay? The Ace of Coins. Why is that here? The Eight of Swords and the Hermit. Yeah, this is the energy of somebody that feels very isolated. Okay, the Hermit. This is giving me the energy of the person that feels very, very isolated and lonely. very lonely and bound to circumstances. But with the Hermit, I'm really getting someone that is very lonely and isolated in a place that you would not typically consider home, lacking stability. And it's not just about a house. Like, I hope you guys get what I'm saying. There's someone here that either you're going through this or this is the past, but it's that feeling of like isolation and not having a place where you feel like you belong. Okay? Yeah, that's what I'm getting here. What's the Eight of Swords? Photograph. Yeah, nostalgia. Nostalgia. Missing you. Make new memories. Yeah, it's really giving me this like confliction, like this feeling trapped, feeling bound, feeling like you're stuck in a circumstance, like you just can't really get out of the situation that you're in or where you're in. It's also giving me a lot of like mental conflict. It's because you miss a place. I feel like this has something to do with missing. You have nostalgia for a place. You have a nostalgia for a time. But you also want to make new memories in your life wherever you are now. It's like there's somebody here that, I mean, I'm, yes, lonely, yes, isolated, but it's like the fight. It's like this internal fight of this. There's an internal conflict because someone here is a nomad spirit, right? That's how you were born. That's how you were raised, as a nomad spirit. And while the nomad spirit is a hermit energy, is somebody that tends to be alone and walks the path alone, and you can be alone and you can be fine alone, and you feel like you don't need other people, there's still that deep longing inside of you for a place where you feel like you belong. And I feel like that's the curse of the nomad spirit. That's the curse. Because all your life you are wandering, and all your life you are like a nomad looking for that place where you finally feel like you belong, but you never find it because you get to a place and you stay there for a while, and then you just feel like this is not it. This is not what feels like home. This is not where I'm feeling belonging. So it's like the freedom of a nomad spirit means to be able to move from place to place to place. You're able to be alone. You're able to be a hermit. You're able to explore the world and feel, or be able to take chances and take risks that other people would typically not do because they feel very comfortable with where they are. But the curse of the nomad spirit is that you are always looking your whole life for that place where you belong, and it's like hard to obtain. Very hard to obtain. Usually you don't find a place. Nomad spirits find their belonging through the people that they surround themselves with, right? That's how you know that you finally belong, is with people, is with a group. That's where you then find your happiness, right? Nomad spirits find happiness with their interpersonal relationships, because there's never going to be a place that really feels like home, right? That's what I'm getting here. Yeah, somebody here is like a wandering spirit, a wandering nomad spirit. It's like cursed by nostalgia, looking for that place where they feel like they belong. Yeah. Okay. What's the Ace of Cups? The Knight of Cups. A lot of cups here. There's a lot of happiness here. And I almost want to say the Queen of Wands. The Ace of Swords. I almost want to say that the Cups is like nostalgia. Like, especially if you feel like you left a place behind where you had friends, okay? Where you had a group of friends at least, and now wherever you are in life, you don't have friends anymore. Or maybe your family moved away, okay? Your siblings moved away and you've been left alone. There's something here about you looking back in nostalgia. That's what I feel like the cups are. The Five of Pentacles, yeah. This is the curse of the nomad spirit. It's the loneliness. It's a natural feeling because I feel like, especially this coming out with the Three of Cups, it's like I said, wherever you were, I feel like maybe in the past, wherever you lived or wherever you were in your life, you had a group of friends or you had at least a group of acquaintances. I mean, this can even be like an old job, okay? Where you just knew a lot of people and then you moved and then you went somewhere else in your life, okay? No matter how long ago, this can be like 10 years ago, whatever. But there was a time in your life where you had friends. And there was a time in your life where you had a lot of fun and you enjoyed being around people this might have even been a friends group, okay, where you were also the odd one out, or you were always kind of like the odd one out because you're the nomad spirit, right? Or that's maybe how you were raised. Maybe you also have a parent that is that way and that kind of like raised you into that lifestyle a little bit. I mean, it doesn't have to be a nomad spirit lifestyle in the sense that I just mean that you moved around a lot. Or you just have a parent that also has that kind of like restless spirit, like they just cannot really settle down, like they always think about where they're going to move to next, okay? It's like but you grow up watching the people around you have very, very intense bonds with each other because they stay in one place and they know each other for a long time. And maybe now, even after you have moved away, you're still watching those same people that still live in the same place and they're still all together and you're the only one, again, odd one out, not there. So it's kind of like a life in exile, okay? That's what I'm getting in someone's energy here. And it's not even because you have condemned yourself to that life necessarily. It's more like that's just how the dice fell. That's just how it turned out. That's just how the dice fell. But underneath it all, there is just a sense here, like a yearning for finding that belonging, right? Because it's a curse of the nomad spirit. I feel like that's what I don't know where I'm even getting that phrase from, okay? I don't think I've ever said that in my whole life. It feels like a channeled message here. I feel like I'm even gonna name this video that because that's what this feels like, okay? It's like, on one hand, you know that you're so free, you're resilient, you are wise, you are maybe introverted, you can be alone, you are adventurous, you love to explore, you love to have this free-spirited energy. But you're missing like a very key component in, we're social creatures, okay? Humans are still social creatures and there's like a lack of social belonging, okay? Maybe you've always felt a little bit like that too, like you never belonged anywhere, like you never fit in, like you just were always different, or you just were always kind of like the outsider. And that's the curse, is that that's the one thing that you are like yearning for, right? Maybe that's like one of the things that you feel is missing, is this feeling of belonging, okay? Or feeling like you have a home, and not just a home in the sense of a place to live, but a home with people, right? So what's a Tower? The Empress in reverse. The Tower with the Empress in the reverse. Three of Swords. So there was pain here. Now this could be even associated with a feminine energy in your life. This is a feminine energy that's very very insecure. They can be very manipulative. They're very selfish, self-centered. Everything is always about them. They are neglectful. They typically don't care about your emotional needs, your well-being, your mental health. Like, this is someone that is very self-centered. Why is this person here with the Three of Swords and the Tower? Okay, I just got this person. Look, whoever you are, your family is not close-knit. Okay, so this, you might come from a divorced family, because that's usually when people like move apart. You could come from a family where everybody just moved away from each other, like very far away. But there's a feminine energy here that I feel like might blame you for something. That's what I just got. What's a Tower? Clock. Needs time, takes time, and time cycles. Clock. Why is that here with Tower? Time. Something has taken a lot of time. The Snake. Yeah, there's a snake here, okay? Competition, enemy, clever, malicious. Look over your shoulder, the other woman. The Snake. Time. I feel like this snake is this Empress in reverse. It's this very selfish, neglectful, feminine energy. But why are they coming out with time? With clock. Something could be going on for a long time, like your childhood or something like that. Oh yeah, and as I say that, we have the Page of Cups come out with death. This person could be going through a Tower. It could be somebody that you have completely ended things with, okay? I'm getting that you might have ended a relationship with this person. So this could be like a toxic family member, okay, that you don't talk to anymore. Now, you could also be like, with this nomad spirit that someone here carries, it could be very easy for you to also cut people off, right? Or that could be something that you have grown into with time. I mean, honestly, with this person here, I feel like the problems that you've had with this Empress in reverse, you've been having them for a long time. That's what I feel too. Like, this could be somebody that maybe you didn't cut them off immediately if it is a family member, but you've had problems with this person for a very long time. That's what I feel. Like, they've caused a lot of heartbreak and strife in your life. Like, this can be a nasty mother figure. This can be, for some people, siblings, okay? But it's definitely a feminine energy. Ten of Swords, yeah. Yeah, you've experienced a lot of, like, betrayal and heartbreak through this person, okay? Like, this person here, this Empress, this is a snake, backstabbing, very backstabbing, competitive person, right? And it's even giving me a little bit, like, if this is a mother, this is someone, and I'm getting for someone here, you might actually be, like, a child of divorce. Okay, and this could be a mother figure that blames you as a child for, like, tearing the family apart, okay? Yeah, it's like someone here still resents someone for ruining stability or something like that, even though it wasn't your fault as a child. This is a parent that blames you, though. This is a mother figure or a maternal figure that blames someone for tearing apart the family, when in fact they are the one that is selfish, self-centered, and very neglectful, like emotionally neglectful, okay? It's most likely they are the one here this clever, malicious snake of an Empress in reverse. This is probably the one that tore the family apart, right? But, or let's put it this way. They were probably the one that other people just couldn't stand to be around anymore at some point, right? And then it kind of all started like, so this might also be somebody that is almost like fighting like a similar battle in a sense, because they are also craving that feeling of community and belonging, right? But they are processing it in a different way. See, this could also be somebody that is, I mean, let's say your father. So if this is a mother figure, let's say your father was the one that moved around a lot, had the nomad spirit. So this Empress in reverse could feel like they were robbed of some sort of a stable, happy home where everybody's together, right? But instead of realizing that that's just how the dice fell, I guess, in life, they have created this like narrative in their mind that somebody is to blame and somebody has stolen it from them, and they hold resentment for maybe even you as a child, that you're the one that ruined this because you're the one that ruined the marriage and you're the one that caused the divorce, right? It's like something like that is going on here, where you as a child also suffer from this feeling of not belonging, or from this feeling of not having like a stable, reliant home. But you're not like blaming anyone. That's just how you grew up, right? That's just how it is. That's how you grew up. It's like, I don't know, something like that is going on here, is what I feel. What's the Page of Swords? The Fool. Yeah, this is that free spirit. The Six of Wands. It's really giving me like this free spirit. You have, like you've seen the positive. It's like someone here, you have learned to accept the positive side of this life. You've accepted the life that you have, right? It's giving me like you, even though you might have started out in this lack mindset, that's what the Five of Pentacles is. It's a lack mindset. It's looking at other people's life and thinking that something is lacking in yours, or feeling like other people are better off, or other people have more than you, right? It's like, I'm always lacking. Like I'm lacking in a stable home. I'm lacking in a feeling of belonging. I'm lacking in money. I'm lacking in this. You transform this into this mindset of, you know what? I'm a free spirit though. I might be lacking in a home, but I make up for it, or what I have gained from it. Let's put it that way. What you have gained from this life is that you are extremely free-spirited, okay? You're able to jump into things without fear. And that's something that people that grew up in a small town and stayed there all their life, most of the time they cannot do that. They have fears attached with taking risks, and you don't, because you have overcome that fear so many times. If you have to constantly start school in a new school every couple of years, at some point you're not scared of being the new kid anymore. Do you get what I'm saying? And the same thing happens when you decide to move. So if you grow up and you're like, oh shit, you know what, I feel like I'm gonna move cross country. Some people are like, oh, you can't do that. Oh my God, but what if you don't make it? But what if this? And you're more the kind of person that says, I'm just gonna try. I know I'm gonna make it. I know that no matter where I go in my life, I'm gonna have success. I know that no matter what happens in my life, I know that I can make it. It's like being no longer scared of taking the risk, right? And just having faith that you're gonna make it. And that's such an important skill to have, because it happens a lot in life that you need to be able to take a risk and believe in yourself enough to say, I'm just going to try how it goes. I know that I can make it. And not a lot of people are that way, or can feel that way. And you're dealing with a family member here, this Empress in reverse, who went the complete opposite direction of healing. In this Five of Pentacles energy, this person is still sitting around thinking about what they don't have and what they're lacking and what they feel like was taken from them. And they need someone to blame, because they never, I want to say like acclimated, okay? They never adapted or acclimated to their circumstances and accepted things for what they were, right? It's like, instead of acceptance, it's always like, what am I lacking? So that takes a lot of growth to go to start looking at the glass half full instead of always half empty, or even empty to begin with, right? I feel like this person really, in some cases, makes you responsible for not having stability. Like, this person makes you responsible in some sort of way that their life went the way it did. And I honestly feel like this is a parental figure. It's like they're older than you and they blame you for their own life and lack of healing, okay? As if you, as a child, have anything to do with it. But it's like, it's something here about them being unhappy with their life, unhappy with their circumstances, their stability, the people around them, the lack of maybe family because it's been torn apart. And it's like, I feel like they're blaming you, okay? That's what it feels like. What's the Page of Swords? The Four of Swords and the Magician in reverse. So somebody here feels like they can't manifest. What is this? Magician reverse. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. Fun flirting. Want a date. Manipulation. What's the Page of Swords? Girl with the snake. Empath and narcissist paradigm. Being charmed or used. Enabling and boundaries. No, I feel like this is somebody that manipulates people with this fake persona of like fake love. Like, oh, I like you and, you know, I'm so nice. But this is a narcissist. So this narcissist could be also somebody that is watching you. It could be somebody that you don't speak to anymore here with the Four of Swords. It's like maybe also this is somebody that their manipulation, it doesn't work on you is also what I'm getting. Like whoever this is, or it's even, it's kind of giving me like, generally because of who you are and also the upbringing that you've had, right? It's like something about your spirit, it is a reflection of how you grew up. So there's something here about people being like overly fake and overly nice. Like with the Magician reverse, I feel like somebody just really hates small talk, okay? Like you really just don't like the fake, oh yeah, because you're not looking for fake friends, you're looking for a sense of belonging. And this small talk and, oh, I'm so fake nice, and yeah, I like you, hee hee ha ha. It's just like, it's so shallow to someone here. Like that's just not something that you like dealing with, because that does not reflect at all what your soul is like looking for in interpersonal dynamics or relationships, right? Like relationships or relationship dynamics could be very important to you here because you know the value of them. So you're very like careful with who you have around. See, it's different than if you have that sense of belonging, you have that stable home life, that stable family life, you have everybody around you, and then you have your best friends, and then you have like these acquaintances on the street that you're like, oh yeah, hey Sally, like it's different. The way that people that tend to be more alone, they deal with relationships or interpersonal connections a lot differently than people that have like an abundance of it, right? And I feel like someone here is kind of allergic to the small talk and the fakeness, and it's like someone around you, it bothers them. That's what I feel, like that you have some sort of boundaries, okay? Or even that you're able to remain this kind of a free spirit. It's almost giving them the impression too that like you don't care, okay? So the fact that you have healed through your wounding and your lack mindset and this feeling of not having a stable home, but the fact that you come across like you don't even need it, or you're not searching for it, or you're not clinging to toxic people because that sense of belonging is so strong. Like someone here has released and accepted that things are the way that they are, and that they are alone, and that, you know, yes, that sense of belonging and yearning for family or yearning for a belonging is there, but you're not going to accept people in your life that are toxic for the sake of having it. Do you get what I'm saying? Like there's a toxic feminine energy here, this Empress in reverse, that is angry at you, that you are no longer accepting toxicity or nasty negative energies in your life, because that sense of yearning and that sense of wanting to belong and have family is stronger than you recognizing what is good for you and what isn't. Because this person is somebody that also feels the way that you do, in the sense that they are missing that sense of belonging and they're missing that sense of home and family. And they are willing, though, this person is definitely willing to accept toxic people in their life, to accept toxic dynamics, as long as they have something that feels like a sense of stability, a sense of family. So, you know, they don't care if the family is toxic. They don't care if there's family issues. They don't care if everybody's fighting. They don't care if everything's falling apart and everybody's nasty. As long as the family is stuck together, because it gives them a sense of this belonging. If you get what I'm saying, I really hope whoever this message is meant for, you're going to know what I mean, okay? But you're not in that energy. You're not willing to say, okay, you know, my sense for, or my yearning for family and stability and a home is so strong that I'm willing to accept that. You're like, no, I would rather accept my fate as a nomad spirit, accept the freedom of the nomad spirit and the free spirit, okay? Then deal with this. Then settle for this, settle for a life of misery and unhappiness. Then I would rather choose freedom and being alone. And it's like they're almost mad at you for this, because for them it comes across that you are fine without them, and like you don't need them, or you don't even value stability or family, when it's actually the complete opposite. You just want to make sure that when you find home, when you find belonging, when you find home, that it is home, that it's healthy, that it's loving, that it's peaceful, right? And it's not like, as long as I can fill that void, as long as I can stuff down the feelings of, I feel alone, I feel like I don't have a home, I feel like I don't have a family, stuff it down with this toxicity, you just released it and said, I'm on my merry way, I'm out of here. I know that I can do everything that I put my mind to. I know that I can make it on my own. That's what this is giving me. I know I can make it. And this person is like looking at you and they're mad. Like they're mad. They're heartbroken and sad, because you're making your freedom or your free spirit look like you don't care about family, and you don't care about belonging, and you don't care about wanting to settle. But it's still there. Like that doesn't mean that it's gone. It's like that the curse of the nomad spirit is still within you. Like you're still searching for home. You're still searching for a feeling of belonging. You're still searching for what feels like a family, even if it's just soul tribe. You're still searching for that feeling of this is my home. This is where I can put my roots. You're just no longer willing to do that with people that are just nasty and toxic. Like you'd rather be alone than have that, right? That doesn't mean that you're fine the way it is. That it doesn't mean like it just means that you know what is good for you and what isn't. And You're willing to accept loneliness and isolation and the curse of the nomad spirit. You're willing to accept that life rather than trying to run away from it and avoid it and let yourself be treated this way by someone that is only trying to charm and use you and fake smile in your face and, oh, we're family. It's like, did you feel like that was your family? Did you feel like that person treated you well? This person is somebody that has resented you all of your life, basically, because for them, you are the reason why they don't have it. It's like even this energy of you being a free spirit and going off on your own and rejecting them and leaving them behind, even that is making them resent you and hate you even more, because it just opens up that wound of them making you responsible for them lacking family, because now now you walked out the door, right? And now they're alone and they're like, I don't have family. Now I'm yearning for this. They're expecting you to come and fill their void. You are the child. You were born basically only to be this object. They see you as an extension of themselves, right? So you were only born to give them that feeling of belonging and family. That's why you were born. You were born to fill that hole for them. You don't have the right to walk out of their life in their mind, right? And open up that wound of no longer having family or no longer having a place of belonging and stability, because that's why this person put you in this earth. Right? Do you get what I'm saying? That's how I know this person is a narcissist, or they have narcissistic tendencies. They're definitely very selfish, because they hate you and resent you for the fact that you are not fulfilling the role that they birthed you on this earth to do, which is fill their heart, mend their heart in the way that, I hope you guys get what I'm saying. They're lacking something in their life. That's why they put you on this earth, to fill that. Now that you're walking away and making them feel like you don't care, they hate you for that. Because how are you going to leave them behind when you were supposed to give them a feeling of belonging, family, and stability? Okay? What's the Hangman? Page of Wands reverse. Yeah, they don't want you to go out and explore. The Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, this has with the Page of Wands reverse, again, it's like the Page of Wands is like a free spirit. It's like somebody that wants to go out and do, like a childlike spirit of wanting to explore, of wanting to go out in the world, right? It's like they didn't want that. Someone here wanted to get you stuck with them, trapped with them, stuck with them, because that's what they're trying to do. That's why that is why they're trying to bind you to them. It's because they're trying to hold together that feeling of family and stability that they have been looking for all their life, and they feel like they can only have it if they force it, right? So they're like walking around you like with this like saran wrap, and they're trying to like forcefully saran wrap you to them, because if you go away, then that hole is there. And that yearning is there, and that I don't belong anywhere. I don't have a home. I don't have a family. I don't have nobody that cares about me. They don't want to feel that way. They don't want to accept things for what they are. They're trying to force things because they cannot accept, right? Six of Pentacles. They might have done this with money as well, like finances. Like this could be someone that uses finances as a manipulation tactic, right? It's like, this is how I can keep the family together, is by always being the provider. Like, as long as I'm the one with the money and I'm the one buying things, then you're always going to stay with me and love me and want to be around me because I'm providing. It's like financial abuse, okay? It's trying to hold a family together or tie someone to them with money. What's the Two of Pentacles? A King of Swords in reverse. The Knight of Swords. Yeah, this person, someone here is two-faced though, okay? They're just two-faced. And also I feel like they couldn't decide. Like this could even be a mother figure that has like, because they have this void in them of wanting belonging, wanting stability, they are also willing to deal with very toxic partners, right? So let's say you're a child of divorce, most likely with a parent like this, okay? And they have found a partner that is equally as toxic as them, okay? And they don't leave this person because everything I just explained, okay? So now there's two toxic people, two, you know, very selfish, narcissistic people together. And it's like this person is expecting, like this is, with this card, I'm honestly seeing how this feminine energy, this mother, maternal figure is trying to like force, like this is you or the children, and this is the toxic partner that they remarried, right? And it's like this mother is trying to like hold everything together as like, you're staying with me and you're staying with me because I need you to feel stable and I need you to feel stable and I need you to feel like I belong somewhere and I need you to feel like I belong somewhere. And I birthed you for family and I trapped you because I need a partner and I cannot be alone, so you stay and you stay. Excuse me, okay? It's like very very controlling, like clingy, like you stay with me. Everybody has to stay with me for my own sense of belonging and family. It's like, get off of me, okay? That's not why I am alive. But that's what some parents think, right? It's like, you are only alive to serve me. It's like, no. Maybe that was your intention when you got pregnant, right? When you got pregnant, your intention was, I'm birthing you so that I can have a family and I can feel like I'm never going to be alone again. That's what some people think when they put babies on the earth. Now I have a child and now I never have to be alone again because now I finally have a family. And then those kids grow up to be adults and realize that their parent is toxic as hell and don't want to be around it anymore. And then the mother or the figure is like, I birthed you to be my family. You have to stay with me. It's like, bro, like, I didn't ask for that, okay? Just saying. Yeah, something like that is going on here. Knight of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles and the Emperor. Yeah, it's kind of giving me like, I don't know if this is like, Capricorn, this could be you, okay? This could be you and your father. Because look, we have Empress in reverse over here with this mother figure. And you're coming out here, Capricorn, with an Emperor. So I keep getting that energy a lot for some reason. Again, it's giving me like daddy's girl, okay? Or something like that. It's like, maybe you also got your, like, whoever you are, I'm assuming whoever this Emperor is to you, doesn't have to be your dad. It can be your grandpa. It can be your favorite uncle. Okay, take it how it resonates. It's the masculine energy in your life, right? And I feel like your spirit, you being very grounded, okay? How grounded you are. Like, I don't know, maybe you're this paternal person in your life. Maybe they're also an earth sign, okay? Like, someone here is very grounded, very stable, very grounded. And although this person might have also been more like a free spirit in your life, this person was always very grounded. They grounded you. They stabilized you, okay? And also with like the earth, right? With the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles is like the earth. Like, it's really giving me connection to the earth and connection to nature. Connection to like what's important in life. Okay? See, this is the person here. This is giving me the paternal side of things. This person was very stable, very grounded, very caring, very, they're in the upright, like very, a very strong masculine energy, like a provider, like a very caring person, okay? Like a very reliable, dependable, kind-hearted, warm-hearted, stable, grounded, masculine energy. The Empress in reverse is the complete opposite. This is someone that has a lack mindset and has been wandering and searching all their life for a family and a sense of belonging. So it's like this is really messing with this person because they see you, the child that they birthed, solely for their own, warped family dynamic role-playing game, okay? They see you maybe now having a closer bond to your father's side, your paternal side, but also that you are so similar, right? You're so similar to the father's side, and it's making them like even more unstable. Like, I don't know. Yeah, there's something here in this person's psychology that they're not, that I feel like I'm understanding that they don't even understand, okay? Like, maybe even aspects that, I've never even thought about things like this, okay? So that's really surprising. Like, this is a really deep, deep message for someone here, okay? Yeah, what's the High Priestess? The Three of Pentacles. Some sort of collaboration or being able to work together. Ace of Wands and find solutions. Like, it could also be that, I don't know, like, whoever this is to you, like, that's who you go to for advice, okay? It could also have something to do with money and career and just generally your finances or something stabilizing in your life. It's almost like, I gotta be honest, like, especially if this was an Empress, a mother figure that manipulated their way into people's lives by being generous with finances, you being financially stable on your own, it's like, that's the last thing that they had to offer. More like, that's all they had to offer, really. And now they don't even have that. It's like, great, now you can just walk out of my life and I have nothing to offer you, kind of a thing. It's because they're operating in this like crazy lack mindset. Like, it's almost kind of sad that they just it's actually sad. Like, the energy is actually very sad. I don't want to stay in it too long, but it's like, I think what's missing in this person's life is acceptance. There's a lot of things that they couldn't accept, and so they needed someone to blame, okay? Yeah. What's the Two of Swords reverse? The Three of Wands. Yeah, this person might realize that you are like planning, your future without them, or looking towards the future here. The Nine of Wands, and you're doing it all by yourself. You're like fighting your way through, and it's making them sad. It's like, it's making them sad. It's like this, like they can't even really be happy for you. This person cannot genuinely actually even be happy for you or for the man or woman that you've become. Like, they genuinely cannot be happy for you, because all they see is that you don't care about them anymore, that you are not feeding into their role-playing family game of, needing them for a sense of family or belonging. It's like, you've shed that, you don't need that. They've made their choices, and I feel like that's kind of like what it is at the end of the day, is that this person has made their choices in their life of how they want to deal with situations, how they want to treat people, okay? Like, they treated you or people generally as like inanimate objects that are just there to make them feel better about what they feel like is lacking. Like, if you're going to treat people like that, I feel like what's really important in this reading though is that there's definitely like two sides to the coin here. And maybe that's why the Ace of Coins is here. I don't know. But this definitely feels like two sides to the coin, which is where you and this person have both been dealt a life of instability, or feeling like you don't have a home, feeling like you don't have a happy family, feeling like you don't have a place where you belong, lacking a friends group, lacking that real feeling of, I belong here, this is my home, this is my family. You both have been dealt that, but the way you dealt with it is different. And that can also make you like a generational curse breaker, right? Because you have not continued the cycle of settling with really toxic dynamics just for the sake of having a sense of belonging somewhere, or even just entertaining this energy, or even resenting others for what is lacking in your life. I feel like that's a really big lesson here, is that this person has tried to force things their way, and now that it's not working, they resent people for things the way that they are. They blame other people for how their life is. They just see themselves as the permanent victim, and you have dealt with this completely different. You have accepted things for what they are. You have accepted the fact this is the curse of the nomad, right? This is how it is. You can't resent other people for the way that your life is. You just have to accept it and let it go and move on. And then one day maybe that place of belonging will come, but you cannot force people into this. Like, I just keep seeing it like Sims, like they're playing like Sims, and they're like, yes, now I have a happy family, and now, you know, it's all good. But that's not how it works. So, man, long reading. I hope that this helps, Capricorn. Okay, thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.